Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it doesn't look as appealing as it should, but it was so delicious. Fried chicken and ricotta parmesan pasta is what we made. Tune in, watch me cook, y'all. Watch me cook. Okay, right now we're going in. We're separating the chicken from the pack so I can thaw it out. We're gonna cut those into nice slices. I think the pack naturally comes between 6 and 8 pieces of boneless chicken thighs. I'm gonna cut it up to make like 12, 15. Okay. That way we can spread it out. Some for dinner, some for lunch. If it's one thing we're gonna have in my house, it's chicken and rice. Okay. My mom-in-law already tired. I'm like, we gonna be flying. That's the one thing I can go to is chicken. It used to be pizza, but we getting older now. I'm fluffy enough. So my go-to is chicken. I've been frying a lot. I gotta get my air fryer. My sister turned me on to that. My husband bought me one a year and a half ago, but I just never used it. I was like, oh no, I'm pro stove. Y'all cheating. Then I got to my sister's house and I was air frying everything. I fell in love with that. So I am going to get a new air fryer. That way it's going to help us lay off of fried chicken. I don't know about my fried french fries and shrimp and all that, but we're going to give it a try. Stay tuned. I have to clean up as I cook. That's something that my husband beat into me as we've been married 17 plus years. My dad used to yell at me in the kitchen, you just make a mess, everything all over the place. But now that I'm a wife, you take on traits of your mate. You know, he likes a clean kitchen when he cooks. So I make sure I wash my dishes. I make sure that I don't cross contaminate. And I clean up as I go because it's one thing you don't want to do or deal with after you have a nice meal is a dirty kitchen. I even put the soap, make soapy water so everyone can wash their dishes off at the end of the night. They ain't been working out too well, but we gonna keep trying. I'm like, it's only 5 of us. And I have a set number of dishes on purpose, okay? Because don't nobody like doing the dishes. I think my mom-in-law's done the dishes like 3 times since she's been here. If it's not me or my husband, it's me. And then my daughter, she helps me out with the dishes way more than everybody, actually, because we'll tag team it together. So, but yeah, clean as you cook, you guys, and don't cross-contaminate your meat and your vegetables. So I cleaned my board and my knife, and now we're gonna prep what we need to prep for the pasta. All right, stay tuned. Give me, y'all. I can't stay focused for not even 10 minutes. I'm over here going through the refrigerator, throwing stuff out. It's like, damn, I can't find nothing because it's overly packed. It's just unorganized. I'm like, focus, 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 Charlie. Fast forward, we're preparing our pico de gallo. I got some carne asada taco meat in the refrigerator that I thought I was going to have some carne asada tacos with for a quick snack before dinner. No, that carne asada was sweet and spicy. It just wasn't what I was used to. I get a pack from Winco, and it's just the carnitas or carne asada mix. Nothing too much, nothing too much. I think that meat's still sitting on the damn counter. Me and my husband tasted it, and we're highly disappointed because I was looking forward to them tacos, okay? We've been talking about tacos the past couple of days, but tonight I'm going to make some ground beef tacos. So it's all good. It's not carne asada, but the ground beef going to hit just as good with my refried beans, okay? Anyways, focus, focus, focus. I'm just cutting up. If anybody who know how to make pico de gallo, I chopped up my green onion, tomato, cilantro, red onion, and 2 limes. Mix that all together, and you got some pico de gallo, okay? I use a minimum of 2 tomatoes, 1 whole green onion, chives, whatever you want to call them, a small red onion tomato, half the head of the cilantro, and 1 lime. I just chop it in 4. And that's enough to last a family of 5 for a night's dinner, okay? Normally use the big knife. I chose a little knife to cut my onions tonight. And boy, I was chopping my new nail set. Okay? I did not like that. Be careful with the knives, y'all. It's crazy how you're better with a bigger knife than a smaller knife when it comes to cutting onions. I was going to chop my fingers off with that little knife. All right. Let's continue. Okay, so I'm sauteing the onions, like I said, the garlic. I'm going to add some spinach. Then I'm going to add my Parmesan. I'm going to stir fry that a little bit. Add my whole whipping cream. If you want it real thick like, you can add some Philly cheese, cream cheese or whatever. But I just feel like after I store it in the refrigerator overnight and use it the next day, it's thick as could be anyway. So I normally took this with butter, but tonight we just went with the oil I had for the sauteed onions. And you let this cook until it boils and then turn it down on low and just keep stirring it and then turn it off and let it settle. And then this frying pan literally gives me 2 bowls. You'll see the bowls I pack here in a minute of white sauce. And, I learned this sauce off of YouTube with the Marry Me chicken or whatever. It's literally the Marry Me chicken sauce, okay? But this sauce is good with dipping, just as a dip, okay? It's spinach, it's Parmesan cheese. Who don't like cheese and spinach? But it's real good, like over some nachos. Nachos, chicken. I almost was tempted to try it with them damn tacos that was too damn sweet. But we're going to see what we're going to do with that. Because, yeah, it's just, how you be expecting something to taste a certain type of way and it shock you with something completely the opposite. That's what that taco mix did for me. I'm going to show you a picture of the taco carne asada meat that I picked up, the container. Okay, so I only had one Alfredo packet left, so I'm using that for my Alfredo pasta sauce I'm cooking for my kids. This is more so for the adults. My daughter eats it, but my son not messing with spinach and onions and garlic, okay? His appetite is real, just none. I'm just going to say that because he don't like nothing. Real none for an appetite, okay? But anyways, we go in there and we seasoning. My seasoning cabinet is full of seasonings. We do double of everything. I don't play about my seasonings. Okay, if you must know, it's just garlic powder, onion powder, this accent salt my mom-in-law got me on, and a little bit of garlic salt. That's all I put in this, okay? All right, season how you like, though. Now, when you watch me cook, I try to set everything at the same time so everything gets done at the same time, from dinner to dessert. So I got my water boiling for my pasta, for my Alfredo I'm doing for my kids. And then I preheat my oven because we getting ready to lay down some chocolate frosting. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the frostings ain't been hitting as chocolate lately. If you try milk chocolate and you try fudge, they got like some other kind of taste to it other than chocolate. And I know a minute ago was saying that we was low on chocolate beans or whatever. I'm thinking people starting to substitute shit already in our food. Because it was me, my mom-in-law, my daughter, and all of us, I baked cake a week in a row, 3 to 4 different cakes. And the frosting just wasn't hitting. So I'm about to have to start creating my own frostings. We tried Pillsbury and we tried Betty Crocker, and what won for us was Hershey's. It says Hershey's and it's red it's on Betty Crocker. So the red Betty Crocker Hershey's frosting is delicious. And then this time, I normally get milk chocolate everything, but milk chocolate was not hitting in Pillsbury or Betty Crocker. So I ended up grabbing just chocolate, and that was real good. So now I know, because it took me a minute to try and figure out which ones I kept picking up were wrong. Now I know it's chocolate or Hershey's Betty Crocker. That's the only 2 frostings I'm messing with. The other ones taste weird. Y'all let me know if y'all be baking and buying a store-bought box cake and frosting, and if it tastes weird, like, I don't know what's going on with the chocolate lately. Okay, I seasoned my meat. I put the caramelized butter, onion seasoning with, of course, garlic powder, onion powder, garlic salt, and I got this garlic and herbs that I use. And then we blended that, and then I went in with the Louisiana chicken fry. I dumped that in there. That's seasoned, but black folks, we want to taste it. So I blended it with the spoon. Don't come for me. I'm out of plastic gloves, and I done washed my hands like 6 times already dealing with this damn chicken. So I use a spoon. Don't come for me. Yes, I use a spoon to blend that chicken up. I know y'all gonna say it's best when you blend the seasoning in. Get in there to get the flavor in the meat. But I was done washing my hands about this damn chicken. So anyways, we got the fryer going. That's preheated. That's ready to go. I'm going to fry my chicken and cook my pasta at the same time and prep my dessert. Okay? All right, y'all. Yeah. I'll be back to show y'all my plate. All right. It's cooking with Charlie. And today is Wednesday, March 18th. I'm gonna throw this in. Got my water boiling. I'm supposed to give up on it. Already got ricotta cheese in it. I added my Spanish Parmesan.